It is Friday. Oh my God, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. People, how are y'all? Welcome, 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 welcome. It is Friday. We all are tired. My people, what's going on? What are you doing for the weekend? I think many people are going to rest. Some are still going to be going bacchanalian, fetting, willy-laying, doing all their bacchanal. But welcome, good morning to my show. Think it's a morning show. Tell your friends, tell everybody to come, be a part of the show. I have moved away from the politics. It's just not worth my time. It's toxic. It's just rubbish. I don't have time for it. So I'm here to make you think. So I'm talking on all various topics, and you are here to be, my co-pilot during this time. And I would really like you to think and be part of this new show. It's a process. So get your friends, share the live, let's have fun. It's not political. I know you're new to politics. So done with the script. You're not doing it again. No. So we're gonna be thinking today because my people, be careful. Be very careful. But before we get into the meat of things, I'm going to just show you the coffee video so you could support digitally. So take a look, my people. Back. So you support the show with a digital coffee. We are looking for sponsorship. So we need you people, because I know all over St. Lucia we have so many political shows and people are getting tired of it. People are like, they fed up of it. People were saying to me, so get out of this. We do not like you in this. We do not want you in this. My advisors, everybody tell me, get out of this foolishness. Which I did, and I'm happier. I'm more relieved. I think like 10 years came off my face. I'm happier, I'm relieved. So we're here to talk. So, tell your friends, tell a friend, share it, because it's nothing to do with politics. But today we're going to talk about something I saw. My people, even if you're enjoying yourself at a private party, at carnival, at wherever you are, you're just gyrating by the road or whatever, you must understand that there are limits to certain things. You can't just be doing what you think is right because it feels good at the time, and you as an adult know it is wrong. Now I'm talking in terms of a video I saw of this young boy. I won't show you that video, I'll show you another video, but I won't show you that video of this child who may be 10 years. This adult in her carnival costume was whining on this young boy. Now, there is so much going on in our country in terms of minors and adults, in terms of minors getting pregnant for adult men, big men, or sometimes even teenagers. They're pregnant for teenagers, they raped or whatever. And it seems in this country, nothing matters. It's like, que sera, everybody doing what the hell they want. They do not care. Go ahead, have fun. And I get the feeling, and I think it's true, as I said in my show last evening, it's like we are a laughing society. Kya, everything is a laugh. Kya, a million views on this one. Kya, laughing at Martha and Ricardo. Kya, laughing. But there is no seriousness in this country in terms of we as citizens taking things seriously. And if you do in turn take those things seriously, people want to tell you all sorts of things. But how can can it be right for an adult? How can it be right for an adult to be gyrating, whining on a minor? And what I want to know, I really don't know the backstory of this child's history. What I want to know, is it okay? Are the authorities okay with that? I saw some people making comments about the child. I don't know if this is right, if this is wrong. But I want to know if the authorities, it's like, que sera, do what you want. We do not care. It's like there's no accountability again. No accountability for even protecting minors. Even if you may believe a minor is wayward or a minor is bad, you as an adult has to be responsible. And this is on social media, everybody laughing, glee. And I said I would have addressed this situation on my show because this is just madness. It's like when you really watch social media, it's like a kya. You know, when they said that our country is second to last in the low IQ, I what can I say? Yap, laugh, like nobody, the things that matter to us. Like, for instance, the cost of living is so down high. I don't know, honestly, I don't know how we living, how we surviving in this country. It is so down high. Why isn't a petition for minimum wage? You know, and for things that would make your life better, my life better. But no, a young boy whining on a woman. Maffa and Ricardo. There's no seriousness in this country. I know what's going to happen. Nobody's going to take you seriously. And people might just come to this country to exploit us. There's no seriousness. Look at how the Bajans bind together, the Jamaicans bind together, the Indians, the Asians. They bind for a cause because at the end of the day, it is going to, be beneficial to us all. Now, I'm going to take another coffee break where you can go ahead and buy your digital coffee. To show you the video of the young man, and as I said, it's Friday morning, your brain is fresh, you maybe had your coffee, your tea, your juice, your omelette, whatever you had. I'm going to show you the video, and it is really sad, and it's not only him. It's not only this young man. This has been happening for decades in our country. But like again, when we are not our brother's keeper, when we do not care about each other, it's gay, Sarah, what happened?
Hey boy. Hey. It's time to go at your home. Wake up, go home. Just a little child like you might vote after to sleeping on. Hey boy. Hey, it's time to go at your home. Wake up, go home. Just a little child like you might vote after to sleeping on you.
This is heartbreaking. What is going on with this child? And this is why I'm saying St. Lucia is only 180,000 people, my people. Is it so difficult? Is it so difficult to put measures in place to address those issues? So many socio-economic issues in this country. What is going on in this country? I am hoping that a statement would be made about, we don't want to know the confidential details about the child, but a statement would be made to reassure us, because ain't nothing reassuring us these days. Ain't nothing reassuring us. And when I said that carnival brings out the worst in people, it does. Because look at what, I won't show you that video because I find it's distasteful, but look at what an adult was doing, whining on a young child like that. He's on a car and she's gyrating, whining on him. Where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong, people? Where? What went wrong? We have become a selfish people. We have become a selfish nation. We don't care for each other. We don't care about anybody. It's me, 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 me. I, me, 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 I. We don't care about each other anymore. Where are we going? Imagine we only 180,000 people. Far less if we had a population 3 million like Jamaica. What would happen? We need to put resources in place. The authorities, the government need to put resources in place to assist. He is not the only one in that situation. We have many cases like that. From thy kingdom come. Some of them grown up to be adults already, and then they themselves continue life with all the hiccups, with all the problems of their past, not being able to be productive. Where are the psychologists? Where are the social workers? Why haven't we made a change? And this is what I am saying. Change is not in structures, people. Change starts with your human resources, your human capital. Change starts there. Think. And apparently we're not thinking in this country. We're not thinking because, again, St. Lucia is not such a difficult country to manage. Let us put the resources to help those young kids. Because he is there, and like I read a comment and somebody was saying, he is feeling safer there than at home, which is sad. Where is home? What is home? What is happening to him? Not only him, but to many other children. We realized that we had a lot of missing girls running away from home. But then we as a society, we are quick to say, oh, they're going by their man, they're going for this, they're going for that. And we're not realizing, okay, they may run away from home, maybe go by their man or whatever for you. But home has a problem. Home has a problem. I am afraid. I am really afraid because we are going into a very dark and deep hole. Who is going to pull those children out of the hole? So you see where it starts. So you see why there will always be crime. There will always be all sorts of violence in our country. You see where it starts. It starts from little. So we have to break the root from little. But who is breaking the root? Who is doing anything? We're tired of the talking. We need to see the actions by the authorities, by government, in assisting those young people. This is a child. This is a child. It is very sad. And then, am I seeing a petition? And I'm going to say this, as I said on my last show. Is there a petition online asking for this to be addressed with a young man that we ask government to put resources, put more monies in assisting young people, young children like this young man? But we put in a petition, that's people's business. If you don't put a petition for whatever, that's your business. But they are putting a petition for $250 for a passport. I'm not saying that's not an important petition, but we have so many grave issues. What's about minimum wage? What's about child abuse? And this is child abuse. Even if you may believe the young boy is this, that, whatever, this is child abuse. This is a young man. This is a young man. And it means adults themselves need to rethink the way they do things, because not because you're in a carnival and you think it is appropriate to do what you want. You do what you want. This is wrong. And this is what I think has happened with carnival. People believe they can just do what they want because it's carnival. No, it's still wrong. You must exert or exercise a certain level of decorum. You must exercise a certain level of decorum. You cannot continue in this vein. Now again, I find that the key bodies of this country, they're very silent, because in America and Canada and those countries, their voices, the people who are advocates for children, for whatever cause, their voices are very loud. So nobody is raising the alarm for this child. He in himself cannot take care of himself. Nobody is raising an alarm for this young child. Are we just letting him go by the wayside? Oh, go by the wayside, go by the wayside. We don't care for you. This is why I tell you, share this life. It's important. It's not row. It's not politics. We're done with that. It is to cause you to think and think deeply. It is to cause you to think and to think deeply. How many of you have made an effort to say, I am going to raise my voice and say this has to stop? I'm going to raise my voice to say we need to protect the children. How the world is looking at us. And this is what I'm saying. We're a dot on the map, 180,000 people. And look at this, we can't control this. We need to change. Governments and all organizations need to change the way in doing things, because whatever is being done ain't working. Government in, government out, whatever you're doing, it's not working. We need to protect the children. We need to protect the children. What is going on? Think about it, people. Forget the laughing. Think about it seriously. And your brain is fresh. It's, Friday morning, your brain is fresh, so you should be able to think. Think about it. You believe, excuse me, you believe it's okay? What happened to that child? Talk to me. You believe it's okay? Nah, it's not okay. Even if we may believe he is the parent, it's still not okay. It means even the adult who did that to him is not okay. It ain't right. It ain't cool. We as adults, we women as adults don't even want a man to do us that. So is it okay for a grown woman to do that for a child, to a child? Something is drastically wrong. Something is drastically wrong. We need to call out adults when they do things wrong. We want the children to obey us. We want the children to listen to us. But we adults, we laugh. So many adults are laughing. Hey, the fella, the young boy. I am sad to say our society is decaying badly. Our society is decaying badly because the adults themselves do what they want. Because my head bad or my head ain't bad, it's carnival, I do what I want. People, we have to think. We're going to take a coffee break again so I can have a drink of water. We'll be back soon. So, my people, what are we going to do about making our country better in our own little way? You remember before, everybody used to check on everybody, but these days, everybody more interested in having the biggest house. That's cool. The biggest car. That's fine. The biggest everything. That's fine. But we have become so disconnected with each other that we don't even see the need to check on our neighbor or say hello or good morning to somebody. Because sometimes you just talking to that person can really assist them for the day or prevent them from even committing suicide. And we have become a very selfish nation. Before anything happens, look at this young guy, this young child, end up on social media with this lady. The person behind the camera did not stop to think to say, well, hello. Instead of me filming this, let me speak to the child and tell the child, this is not right. What's going on with you? Do you need me to try and get somebody who is more professional or more versed in helping children to talk to you, to deal with you, to guide you? Before somebody is killed or murdered or shot or whatever, first thing people pull out, they pull out their cell phones. First thing they pull out is their cell phone. A fight, cell phone. Somebody drowning, instead of looking for a rope to send to the person, cell phone. Somebody looking for food in the dustbin, in the rubbish bin, instead of saying, okay, get out of that bin, right? Get out of that bin, I'm gonna get you some food. No, we want to videotape, then we putting it everywhere. To laugh at the person. I remember I was walking in town about my business, and this young man approached me and he said, the lady, I'm hungry. And he wanted to say, the lady, I don't need your money. I just need something to eat. And he said, what I want to eat cost about $10. He said there's a restaurant at the back there that, does food for $10. If I would buy him the lunch, and obviously I'd buy him the lunch. I have 2 sons, right? I have 2 sons. So I went with him, and what I liked about him, he said, I don't want your money. I'm just very hungry. He said, I'm just very hungry. And I bought him the lunch. And I also bought something for him to drink. Let me tell you, I'll be honest with you, I do not like the culture we have been cultivating in St. Lucia over the past few years. I do not like what we have become as St. Lucians. I do not like what we have become as St. Lucians. It's like nobody cares for anybody. Do whatever you want, when you want, how you want. I do not care. What we have become is just ridiculous. Somebody will fall on the road. Instead of picking them up, are you okay? The cell phones have become like a god to people. A cell phone is supposed to be used for the good. Nothing wrong, if it's a funny joke, but when it is at the expense of others, it's not good. Because there is a rush. I must be the first to get this video and put it out on social media for everybody to laugh. I must be the first. I must be the first. Let us change that thinking. Think. Let us change that thinking. Think. And let us be the first to assist. Let us be the first to stretch out a hand to someone in need. Think, my people. It's like we're going through the motions and nobody cares about anybody. Think, the cost of living in St. Lucia is exorbitant. It is truly exorbitant. There are a lot of people under financial strain. There is a lot of people under psychological strain. There are a lot of people who cannot cope with this what is going on. And I heard the Prime Minister of St. Lucia said, and that's, I really agree with him, but this time I agree with him. He is saying that this period, this dispensation we are now in is worse than 2008. And I totally agree with him, because in 2008, people were not suffering like this. Grocery price wasn't high like this. Gas, to buy a tank of gas wasn't high like this. Fuel wasn't high like this. Nothing was high like this. So I agree with him that this time we are living in is very bad. But Mr. Prime Minister, you have to do something to ease the burden. And I keep telling the Prime Minister that when I was on my political shows, which I'm not doing again, I used to say to him, he needs to reduce the taxes, give people a relief. Until we don't feel that relief in our pockets, in our purse, people will still complain. So you have to look at this and give us some relief in our pocketbooks. I have never seen, and I agree with him, this is the worst time that I have ever seen in my life in St. Lucia. It is dread. People, we cannot even shop. When you go to the supermarket, the prices are exorbitant, and this is why I'm saying what he needs to do is cut the taxes for 3 months, the VAT, the tariffs, and give us a break, because it is ridiculously high. How are people, how are y'all surviving in this country? Because I ain't surviving. How are y'all surviving? And everybody is saying that, and everything is going up. So this is why when I'm saying, glee, 1 million views, 1 million likes, 1 million whatever on foolishness, why don't we come together and do stuff, do petitions, do stuff that will make our country better? Because many people are living below the minimum wage. There's no minimum wage actually in St. Lucia. How are people surviving? These are the things, but no, we are laughing society. Yeah, I see it on Facebook, and sometimes I sit there, I'm like, okay. If they take that energy and put it into something productive, that would be a home run. Take that and put it into something productive. That will be a home run. So I'm going to take a coffee break right now. So take a look at the video. So this is my pet, my little pet talk with you for the morning. Remember, people, you are responsible for yourself, for your behavior, what you do. Nobody's responsible. You are responsible for your behavior and what you do. Be careful when you go out there, how you behave, what you do. So I am leaving this short live video just to talk to you, just giving you a little feel of what's to come on. Think, share the live, and speak to your friends about being responsible people. We'll catch you on Tuesday at 8 p.m. We'll talk.